Could it be possible that aliens are secretly helping Western governments to develop spacecraft? How and how much could they be involved in reverse engineering, in the process of developing our new technologies?
Section 51.
Hi everyone, welcome on section 51. I am DOZgeek and you are watching the official channel dedicated to UFOs and aliens, UFO sightings in all around the world on YouTube, the channel UFO section 51. Thank you for being here for this new video. Thank you always for liking, for sharing our videos, for subscribing to the channel, for joining the section 51 team, this incredible team of people passionate with this subject of UFO sightings. I would say that this is an unlimited and infinite field of research. We are always learning new things and new informations, new data about all these subjects of the UFOs, of the aliens, the UAPs, and in French, as we say, les ovnis. So we are together today for a new subject, an interesting subject about the possibility that, of course, that aliens have already come to visit us on Earth through the different ages, and indeed they could be involved in helping us or in our process of developing the technology, the modern technology that we use today. So we will see today in this new video how they could be helping Western governments to develop spacecrafts. As it is claimed, it is said by UFO experts. We are going to see that right now. Okay. Aliens are helping Western government develop spacecraft, expert claims. A renowned UFO researcher reveals how aliens contribute to Western government spacecraft development and technological progress. Okay. Of course, as always, I will put the links of my sources in the description of this video. Are there extraterrestrial beings residing on Earth and assisting Western governments in the construction of spacecraft? UFO expert Paul Ascough seems to think so. He asserts that a race of grey aliens arrived during World War II and has been actively involved in the development of flying saucers ever since. Ascough, an ex-military officer and current member of British UFO research team, was featured in the Daily Star stating, there are several authors and investigators who believe that Western governments have colluded with the grey aliens to such an extent that advanced technologies have been passed down to them and an ongoing dialogue and cooperation exists even now. That's incredible information, don't you think? According to Ascough, this partnership has given rise to significant breakthroughs such as fiber optics, microchips, synthetic fiber Kevlar, stealth technology, and even the creation of our own flying saucers. While several writers have covered these topics over the years and numerous photographs have been taken, including sightings of jet planes escorting UFOs and the frequent occurrence of black helicopters, no government agency has acknowledged these claims. Let me be a little doubtful about some alleged videos showing some jet planes or some jet fighters or fighter jets escorting UFOs. I don't believe that kind of videos because, as you know now, if you are used to follow this channel and to watch all the videos of Section 51, you must know now that nearly 90% of the videos that you can find on internet are often fake videos. They are manipulated using CGI technology or VFX if you prefer. So when you see on internet that kind of video very clear and showing two fighter jets escorting a disc-shaped UFO in the sky, that's very rare, and of course that official agencies like the Pentagon or other agencies would have been informed, and it would have been a subject of discussion, of public discussion between the official agencies and of course even with the political and all the government, all the official authorities. This would have made the news everywhere, and such exceptional videos, for the moment, they are too exceptional, they are too original, they are too amazing to be real, okay? So please keep always in mind that 90% of all these UFO videos on the internet are surely fake videos, they are manipulated videos. Furthermore, Ascough highlights the work of author Timothy Good, who has gathered substantial evidence suggesting ongoing collusion between Western governments and extraterrestrial beings on both sides of the Atlantic. Ascough asserts, I believe this collusion between Western governments and the aliens has been going on since World War II. A large part of our progress in the fields of science, engineering and communication has accelerated at a tremendous pace, partly because of this. In his book, UFOs, The Real Story, Ascough reveals that individuals who encounter these aliens are visited by the real-life men in black. However, he clarifies that these men differ greatly from the portrayal in the 1997 film starring Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. Sinister visits haunt UFO experts. More recently, many ufologists now believe that much of the secret projects have moved to the Dugway Proving Grounds, which is a top-secret facility even more remote than Area 51 and used for chemical warfare training, located south of Salt Lake City, and it has been dubbed Area 52, he adds. Others who have claimed to work in Area 51 and were going to publish information about this have allegedly been silenced by Men in Black. The so-called Men in Black. Now, unfortunately, I am not referring to Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith, the benevolent duo from the film of the same name, but a group of men or individuals who appear uninvited on witnesses' doorsteps and intimidate them into silence. Of course, this is not, for the moment, this is not very clear on the origins or the nature of these men in black. We don't really know if they are real men, they are real humans, or on the contrary, if it deals with aliens or gray aliens or other kind of aliens being disguised in human shapes and with the black suits, and that would be why they are called the men in black. Very often, in most of the cases, these men in black are described as tall men with no expression on the face, with a very white skin, always with sunglasses in order again to hide some expressions or the fact that their eyes are very unnatural, and maybe it could be in order to hide their alien origin. Maybe it would be interesting to make a movie one day showing these men in black as aliens disguised in a human shape. These men in black seem to fall into two groups. The first of which are more observing. It appears that they just need to confirm what the witness had seen, and then leave without being too intimidating. That can be said for the second group, who appear to be very intimidating indeed, leaving the innocent observer with the impression that whatever they witnessed, any evidence written or photographed, will be destroyed, never to be spoken of again under any circumstances, or dire consequences will follow. A common thread of witnesses' testimony of visits by the men in black are that they don't show ID, don't actually state which governmental department they work for. They can appear very robot-like, that's what I was saying. They may suddenly appear or disappear, talk very little, are very succinct and to the point, and can be very, very threatening and intimidating. Okay. What is their position on judicial reform? That's a good reply. If you consider interstellar distances, maybe I will upgrade, improve the size, like this. If you consider interstellar distances, there is no known or even plausible future technology that anyone from there to be here. Let's look at it this way. Assuming aliens did arrive during World War II and are helping Western governments talk about choosing sides to develop spacecraft, this project would involve contact with hundreds, if not thousands, of humans over time, yet no one human has spoken out if stifled by a non-disclosure agreement. Then, by means of letters to be open in public after their death. Kinda strange, isn't it? Yes, that's a nice, interesting reaction. The beginning of Ezekiel discusses his encounter with what sounds like a UFO. He describes it in terms that fit his frame of reference. Today, he may have been considered as being an experiencer, someone who has had a close encounter of the fourth kind. They live in the rings around Uranus. Good, instead of blame the Jews, now blame the aliens. Will aliens help us to send pals to Petra? They have been here a very long time before humanity. They are not aliens. Everything is connected, but rather interdimensional beings That's how Torah and Jewish tradition recorded them through many millennia. However, these grey aliens have been continually hampered in their assistance by Pastafarianism and the flying spaghetti monster. Okay. But, however, the article is very interesting, again. And I am convinced that there is not only one species or one race of alien, but I think that we have to deal with multiple races of alien, and among these aliens, among these different races, there must be one or two which are connected with our own human nature. They must be somewhere our ancestors, the first people who visited the Earth and who are at the beginning of the story of humanity on Earth. They must be the first ones who put the seeds of humanity on Earth, and that's why the ancient aliens. Somewhere I believe this theory about the ancient astronauts or the ancient aliens who could be deified, who could be loved as deities, as the first gods on Earth by their sons, by the first humans on Earth, who were their spawns, who were their creatures. I think that this is a very interesting theory with a lot of potential, a lot of different axes of reflection, of thinking, that could help us to think or to discover new things about our origins on Earth and how we are connected to the universe. Let's dig another article, this one for example, on popular mechanics. This Stanford professor with CIA ties says aliens are 100% already here. And you will see that this article can be a nice and interesting supplement, an interesting add to the first article that we just read. A Stanford University professor who claims to have worked with intelligence and defense groups claims aliens have probably been on Earth for thousands of years. Gary Nolan, PhD, a professor in the Department of Pathology at Stanford University School of Medicine, worked with the groups to understand changes in the brains of people who have had encounters with unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. Nolan believes that aliens are probably using drones and AI to study humans. Maybe that's an interesting idea again. Why AI would be a specific a specific property of the human intelligence. Maybe AI was not just invented few years ago by humanity. Maybe AI already exists in the universe or in space or on Earth, and it was firstly invented and developed by some aliens, and that they just would share their technology to the humans, to the poor, the simple humans, the earthlings that we are. A prominent university professor who has conducted consulting work for the intelligence community and defense contractors says he believes that aliens have not only visited Earth, but they have also probably been here for thousands of years. Gary Nolan, a respected professor in the Department of Pathology at Stanford University, School of Medicine made a striking claim this week at a global leadership and networking forum in New York City during a session titled "The Pentagon, Extraterrestrial Intelligence and Crashed UFOs." In comments made at SALT iConnection 2023, a conference that convenes investors, entrepreneurs, and policymakers, Nolan stated that he believed extraterrestrial intelligence had not only visited planet Earth, but that you can go a step further. It hasn't just visited, it's been here a long time, and it's still here.
Wow!
Nolan specifically mentioned the wow signal, an incredibly strong signal that Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope detected in 1977. It lasted for about 1 minute and appeared to originate from somewhere in the direction of Sagittarius. At the time, it was regarded as the first evidence of extraterrestrial life, but scientists have published work claiming the signal may have actually originated from a comet. You can see the wow signal on the left. Still, Nolan stated that people continue to experience the wow signal on a regular basis as a form of extraterrestrial communication. Even the interviewer on stage noted it was a fantastic statement that the audience might find tough to believe. When pushed about the probability that aliens had already visited Earth, Nolan replied without hesitation, 100%. This wow signal, this is incredible. This is amazing, knowing that it's always there. It continues on a regular basis. We are still receiving this wow signal on a regular basis, and we are still unable to decrypt it, to translate it, to interpret it. We are totally unable to understand what it means. Maybe it's an alert signal, an alert message, maybe about the future destruction of humanity or the destruction of Earth, or maybe it's an attempt of contact. We don't know. Maybe some of you have some informations about this wow signal. In Deutsch, in German, wow signal. So if it's the case, if you have some informations, please put your informations in the comments of this video. He cited increased government attention on the matter of UFOs, including the establishment of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office to investigate sightings of what the US government now calls unidentified aerial phenomena or UAPs. Nolan said that one of the goals of this group was to establish a whistleblowing office for individuals who have worked to reverse engineer alien objects, allowing them to talk to Congress. Nolan told the iConnection forum that he believed that alien intelligences are using drones and AI to observe humanity, and mentioned objects seen by multiple types of sensors, including radar and infrared camera, go from 50 feet above the water to up to 14 miles and back in less than a second. He stated that physicists at defense contractors have explained to him how it might work, but accomplishing it in the real world would require enormous amounts of energy that would render it impractical in a modern setting. However, Nolan elaborated just having a tiny piece of the technology would revolutionize society. We should be clear that Nolan isn't just some guy who happens to work at Stanford, making wild comments on a global stage. He is a decorated academic. He has a PhD in genetics and has published over 300 research articles and holds 40 patents. In addition to his academic work, he's founded 8 biotech companies. and has been honored as one of the top 25 inventors at Stanford. Nolan's Stanford Bio emphasizes his work on normal immune function, trauma, pathogen infection, and other inflammatory events, as well as detailed substructures of leukemias and solid cancers and their interactions with the immune system. Still, that begs the question, why should we care what an immunologist has to say about aliens? This is Gary Nolan on the picture. In 2021, Vice profiled Nolan covering his work on UFOs. In the piece, Nolan claimed he had formerly consulted for people associated with the CIA and some aeronautics corporations and had been asked to examine the MRIs of pilots who had gotten close to supposed UAPs and the fields generated by them. Nolan told Vice that the brains of some of these pilots had been horribly damaged, comparing the level of atrophy or gradual loss of brain volume to those who suffer from the neurodegenerative disease multiple sclerosis. That's getting complicated with scientific words and medical words in English for me. But that's very interesting again. He further described UAP eyewitnesses as having a smorgasbord of symptoms and stated that one individual had been armed at Skinwalker Ranch, a private ranch in Utah with a history of paranormal activity, including sightings of UAPs. Nolan also said he had analyzed fragments allegedly from UAPs and in one case found unusual ratios of radioactive isotopes in a sample of magnesium from an alleged UFO explosion in Brazil. Finally, he claims to know people who are trying to reverse engineer UAP technology. The takeaway. The idea of the US military intelligence agency and defense contractors releasing classified UFO secrets that could cause a technological revolution is nothing new. The forum for this discussion, the SALT Eye Connections 2023 forum, is all about disruptive innovation in finance, economics, and geopolitics, and linking venture capital to these disruptions. What would happen if this alien technology did exist, and practical applications were funded through venture capital for military and commercial purposes? It would probably make today's Silicon Valley look like a tea party and make some people fantastically rich. That makes the possibility of extraterrestrial communication seem a whole lot more down to earth. We have been evolving for millions of years, the cosmos has been evolving for billions of years. The probability that there are much more advanced technologies than ours are infinite, and thousands of first-hand alien experiences have been reported and covered up by all governments. If religions found out that their gods were actually aliens, it would be catastrophic to control the public. Yes, I agree. Religions are the #1 ability to control large masses. But somewhere it would not be a big problem for me because I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, as a European, French, with a Christian culture, a Catholic culture. I believe in God, I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that there is a God, there is a great engineer ruling everything in the universe and also on Earth. But I'm besides the fact that I am a believer, I am a Christian, I also believe, I don't reject the possibility that this God may be some alien. Maybe an alien with a variant type of human appearance, a human physics, like us. Because it is written in the Bible that God, when he created humans look like his picture, look like his physical appearance. He made the humans look like him. And the text, the words in the Bible and also in the different religions, these texts, these words are very powerful, and when you take the time to read them, you can, if you are really open-minded, you can make naturally the connections between what is written, between what is described with the eyes and the words of these times, and the possibility that there is life elsewhere in the universe, and maybe that our ancestors and our gods may have origins on another planet somewhere in the universe, and not especially on Earth. As I always say, we are just some seeds coming from the stars, and maybe there are some other humans, some other seeds of humanity that were put on other planets on the universe, and these new species are just our cousins somewhere in the universe, and maybe one day we will be able to contact them and to make some exchange, and maybe it would be a new opportunity to make new discovery about our own origins in the universe. It's a bit like the story of Stargate, you know, when you have stargates that are built everywhere in the universe on different planets, and there are some interdimensional gates who allow people, aliens and also humans, to travel through space and time, and to travel through long distances in a very short time, in order to go from one planet to another planet in few minutes. And it's a way somewhere for the alien gods to put some human slaves on different planets everywhere in the universe. That's a very interesting idea, but let's stay for the moment on the idea that there could be some aliens involved in the developing of the modern technology that we use today, and especially in building a spacecraft that could later help us to go and explore the space. So what do you think about all this? I want to read your reactions in the comments of this video. What do you think? Do you think that we are alone in the universe, or do you think that they are already here for thousands of years, and that they made contact secretly with us, especially during the World War II, and they helped us to develop spacecraft and other technology, some reverse engineering technology? Do you think that there are aliens in just one camp, in just one part of the countries, on the so-called good side, the western side, or do you think that there are aliens, factions, alien sections, or different alien races or species dispatched in different countries, even in Russia or other country, and all the different factions of aliens are helping with their own means the different countries, the different governments? that's very interesting to develop and to let's think about all this. And I'm very curious. I can't wait to read your reactions about all this. This was DOZgeek on section 51. Thank you for watching this video. As always, thank you for liking, for sharing this video, for subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to keep your mind open, to keep your eyes watching at the sky. You don't know, maybe something will happen, something strange and unbelievable will happen one day. And as always, let's stay like this. We will see in a next video, and waiting for the new video on section 51. I will say live long and prosper.